Assalamu alaikum. This is Zoha. The topic for today's discussion is Nationalism, a threat to world peace and brotherhood. And I will go for the notion. Respected Chair, I believe those who cannot understand how to put their thoughts on ice should never enter into the heat of the debate. Moreover, today we are talking about world peace and brotherhood. So, I find every reason to proceed on the lines of coherence and understanding in the next few minutes. There is only one thing about the topic the little neurons inside my brain couldn't adhere. That is the question mark. Yes. Nationalism, a threat to world peace and brotherhood? Question mark? There should rather be a full stop to it. To begin with, peace, a mighty word, comprises primarily of three basic components: social, political, and economic. And as for the stance of nationalism here, it fails on all the three frontiers. To support the above viewpoint, I won't take you far back, as the most recent example of nationalism occurred in Sri Lanka, where the Sinhalese and Tamils went on each other head to head, and the subsequent riots led to complete disruption of the country's economy. No one needs to be reminded of the countless bloodshed in Lebanon that costed so many lives. As for we the Asians, we still resist Russification and absorption. In the remote past, it has led to extremes of movements like Zionism and Nazism. Both of these groups have practiced ethical cleansing by killing people and sending them to concentration camps. Now you can imagine the extent a nation could go to achieve what is called as a pure culture. Nationalism can also spark unhealthy competition between nations, leading to warfare, as it did in case of World War I. Now, is it something that is actually needed? Does the country really need to have an all-white or all-black population in order to be a prosperous one? In order to be a happy one? No, certainly not. See, nationalism has got a very peculiar aspect. It does not allow diversity of opinions, and thus reducing citizens to mindless rooms to be exploited by the government. See, simple nationalistic feelings, as far as they don't contribute with the higher conviction of man, like the affection one feels for one's father, son, or family, or permissible. But nationalism does not stop at these simple sentiments. It is a socio-political creed and actually a way of life that aims at controlling people's individual and political life. Moreover, extreme is always a possibility once the doors to extremism, nationalism are open. I fail to understand why can't it just be like you progress, we give you a hand of support, and we progress, you stand behind with a grin of appreciation. Why can't we just grow up to cross these fences of petite ideologies and discard such rotten concepts like that of nationalism? I would like to conclude with a beautiful ayat from Al-Quran, which is surely an answer to all our concerns. It says, "O mankind, we created you from a single pair of man and woman, and made you into nations and tribes, so that you may know each other. Verily, the most honored amongst you in the sight of Allah is the one who is the most righteous." Ayat number 13, Surah Al-Hussain.